everyone, welcome. Today we are going to be doing a Kendrick Lamar versus Drake major diss tracks tier list. So I'm a little late. I was given like almost a week to see if Kendrick or if Drake dropped anything afterwards. Drake did drop the Heart Part 6, which is missing, but I'll be talking about that later. But Kendrick didn't say anything. He hasn't responded, which, to be fair, I don't think he needs to respond. But we'll get to that when I get to it. I'm having a seizure. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, this beef has been pretty freaking crazy. So let's just get straight into it. All right. So I'm gonna be ranking these based off of like the diss itself and the song, right? Because for example, like that, only Kendrick's part is a diss, right? And even then, only a couple of bars are actually for Drake, so I'm gonna be ranking it as a song, how much I enjoy listening to it, and as a diss. So, excuse me, that is a pretty solid S tier. The Metro Boomin beat, phenomenal. Oh my lord, has me creaming. It is so good. It is the part was it just starts going crazy. Oh my lord, that is phenomenal. Future's verse is great. I like the chorus a lot. Obviously Kendrick, oh my lord. I remember when the night that We Don't Trust You dropped, and I heard that for the first time, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's Kenny, bro! I literally started tweaking. I was like, oh my goodness. He comes back, and this is what he says. It's crazy to think that this little song off of We Don't Trust You caused all of this to happen. That's kind of crazy. But anyways, slight little jabs at Drake and J. Cole. Nothing too serious, but obviously J. Cole and Drake took it pretty seriously. So, yeah, S tier. No, that's the name of the album. 7 Minute Drill by J. Cole is actually not that bad of a song, but the diss itself is really weak, right? J. Cole himself said, he didn't really mean it. He was just joshing around, which I feel like is kind of stupid. It's not like anyone forced him to respond. People wanted him to respond, but, he was what did he say? He was your last shit was tragic, and people gassed it, and he was talking about To Pimp a Butterfly. Come on, bro. You're just, at that point, you're just lying to yourself. Because, objectively, To Pimp a Butterfly is, one of the greatest albums of all time. Sure, it might not be upbeat, and then people want to be like, yo, turn on that To Pimp a Butterfly, man, while you're on the car, and you're just no, but I don't know. His disses are pretty weak. Conductor Williams' production on this song is pretty good, so I think the song is an A, the diss is a C, so I'll put it B tier. No, I'll put it C tier. No, I'll put it B tier. Yeah, I'll put it B tier. It's not that bad. Cole's rapping's fine. The beat is good. It's just the disses are pretty mediocre. Now, Push-Ups. Now, this song. This is good. I really like this song. The beat is crazy. Drake sounds menacing. The only thing I don't like is, Drake never really took it seriously until the Heart Part 6, because on every single one of his disses, he's also dissing other people. On here, he disses Rick Ross, Future, The Weeknd. On Family Matters, he disses A$AP Rocky, which obviously he can do whatever he wants. And, they put themselves into the beef, so it's not like he's not gonna respond. But, I don't know. I just feel like it should have just been Drake and Kendrick at this point, because J. Cole was like, man, I didn't really mean it, man. I was just joshing, bro. I was just trolling. Kendrick, love to you, brother. Oh, now he's riding his bike. You guys see that picture of him on the beach with a fan? He's really just chilling, bro. He dodged a bullet. He's pretty smart, but, anyways, I think Push-Ups is pretty good. I like it. The disses, Metro shut your whole ass up and make some drums. That's pretty funny. A lot of short jokes, which is, funny and stuff, but, considering what Kendrick says later on, the short jokes are kind of alright, that's it, really? I'll give it an A tier, though. It's a good song, I do listen to it, and it's a fine diss. Champagne Moments by Rick Ross. I'm gonna be honest, I've only listened to the song one time. It was good. It was fine. nothing crazy, nothing to write home about like the white people say, but I think the album cover's hilarious. I don't know who this random white guy is who looks like Drake. That's kind of crazy. I mean, Rick Ross, his rapping's good, I guess. The disses are alright, and then the beat's good. Yeah, that's it. I prefer 7-minute drill, even though I think it's not that good as a diss track, but whatever. Tailor-made freestyle. I do not like this one. The whole AI thing is already like one thing, right? That's just like, really? AI? Like, come on, you know? But, and it's crazy how disrespectful it is too, because people were like, because like, you know, on To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick used Tupac's voice, but, you know, with permission from his mother. Drake was just like, yeah, let me just use this AI Tupac, you know, yeah, bro, like, and Snoop Dogg too, like, come on, man, like, it doesn't even add anything to the diss. It's just like, yo, I'm using the AI voice of your GOAT, Kendrick, what are you gonna do about it, huh? It's just stupid, and you know, the beat's fine, it's whatever, and the disses are okay. I just really don't like the AI thing, you know. And like, if you're gonna use AI, at least make it good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, I don't know, I just don't like it. And then like the title Taylor-made freestyle, like, okay, brother, all right, Drake, you know, we know you're obsessed with Taylor. Leave the queen alone, like, leave her alone, bro. Euphoria. Now this song is freaking great. I love Euphoria, dude. I remember this dropped like 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. I was in my English class, second period, bro. I was just chilling there. I just had to sneak in an AirPod, and I was like literally tweaking in AP Lang, bro. I was like, holy crap. This song is freaking incredible, dude. 3 beat switches, which is what he says on Like That. First person shooter, I hope they come with 3 switches! Dude, he's literally like, he's my go, bro. Like, it's just, everything about this song is just so good. The disses are great, you know, the whole thing about Sexy Red, and, you know, I believe you see 2 bad bitches, you might pop ass with them, that's hilarious. The whole, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress, it like that. That's crazy, bro. I just think this is a really good song, and I kind of thought it was just gonna end here. Obviously, it did not end here. 616 in LA is probably my least favorite Kendrick diss. It's still pretty, you know, it's still A tier. It's still good. The beat's fine. I feel like the beat's a little chill, which, I mean, nothing's wrong with that. I'm just, you know, I wanted something hard hitting, something like, you know, something like that genuinely was crazy. His rapping's fine. The disses are good. Cool, nothing crazy. As I said, I think probably his worst diss. I actually prefer Like That over 616 in LA. Family Matters. This song, now Drake. I'll give Drake his flowers here. This song is crazy, bro. 3 beat switches again. He uses the first beat. He uses the ending of Push-Ups, and that, like, oh my lord, bro. You know, again, he's kind of talking about like other things, you know. You know, one of the kids might be Dave Freeze, which is, I mean, I don't even know if that's true, but either way, like, you know, my biggest problem with these disses so far, and with the next 2 coming up, is that there's a lot of talking, but there's no proof, there's no receipts. Like, I could just make a diss song right now and be like, yo, Drake touched me when I was 8, Kendrick Lamar slapped my wife, you know, and like, you know what I'm saying, like there's no proof. Which, I mean, I guess there technically doesn't exactly need to be proof, you know, since this is a beef between them. You know, if Kendrick's saying, you have a daughter and you're hiding her, if Drake knows that that's true, he's going to take offense to it, and we're just going to be like, okay, we're never going to believe him, but it's not like Kendrick cares if we believe him, because he knows he's telling the truth, right? But, I don't know. Anyways, you know, he beats on his wife. That's kind of crazy. The second beat is like menacing, bro. That's crazy. And his flow on it. And the fact that he starts the song with the N-word, and then on the second beat switch, like the first half of his verse ends with the N-word, like, that's kind of crazy, bro. But I think all 3 beats are great. Drake, like, he's flowing on all 3 of the beats, bro. I like the melodies. I like his flows. The bars are great. it's great. And then more short jokes, which is like, you know, pretty funny, I guess. Great song from Drake. This is the type of Drake I need to hear more from. Like, not even like dissing, but just like rapping. Like, he's rapping, bro. Like, oh my lord. Now, Meet the Grams. Yeah. This might be the greatest diss song I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna be honest. This thing gave me nightmares, bro. I was thinking about that stupid piano for like a week straight, bro. Just a... Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. That is such a crazy way to start a diss track. Like the fact that he doesn't refrain from like using the names. He says, "Dear Adonis, dear Sandra, dear Dennis, dear baby girl," and then "Dear Aubrey." Oh my lord. Me personally, if I was Drake, I would have to get Kendrick killed. Like, I would have to hire a hitman to end his life, because this level of disrespect is crazy, bro. And then he just outright says, "I think people like Drake should die, and him and Weinstein should be locked up in a cell for the rest of their lives." Like, that is, oh my lord. You know, he basically calling him a pedophile, that he's a predator, sex addict, drug addict, money spending addict. He says, you raised the, what did he say? What does he say to Dennis? Like, you raised the something, the nerve of you, Dennis. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, this is like, you know, it might just be recency bias, but this might be the best diss track I've ever heard in my life. It's basically Story of Adidon, where it's like, you have a child, show us the child, Drake, you know? But like, times 50 with like more disses towards like his whole bloodline. Like, that's crazy. Like, I remember when I listened to this, like, Meet the Grams, I was like, I might have to step in. This is going too far. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like I was like listening to something I shouldn't be listening to. Like this, Meet the Grams is something like, is like a death threat you'd send written by hand to someone. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you just like destroying everything about their character. Like, it's just so menacing and scary. Alchemist did a great job on the piano, bro, because that's crazy. Anyways, Not Like Us. I think it's better than Euphoria, but not as good as Meet the Grams. Now, in terms of song, Not Like Us is the best one. I literally put it on when I was with my mom in the car. We were turning up, bro. It's a great track, right, to like listen to. It's just basically Meet the Grams. It's kind of like the similar points, but just, you know, in a upbeat way. You know, people were saying, oh, at least Drake made like upbeat, catchy little tunes. Kendrick can't do that, and then he made Not Like Us. Mustard beat, incredible. You know, the whole certified lover boy, certified pedophiles is phenomenal. Well, I mean, it's not phenomenal, you know, being a certified pedophile. I mean, depends who you ask, but like, I mean, Drake. I'm gonna stop talking. And then the whole trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. That's incredible. You know, calling him a colonizer for using Atlanta as like a way to get money is great. And I feel like it should have ended here, right? Okay, so let's just pretend the Heart Part 6 is here. And I guess it says modified the 5th. It's been a week, so I guess, yeah, alright. I would put the Heart Part 6. I would put it in between Champagne Moments and 7-Minute Drill. I think the Heart Part 6 is, you know, Drake is back at his rapping, right? The flow, the beat is like A tier, but the diss is, or it's not even a diss. It's just like a response to Kendrick is just not it, man. He's talking about like, oh, you call me a pedophile? Nuh-uh, I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. Me and Millie Bobby Brown? Nope, never happened. Even though Kendrick literally never said that. You know, and like the whole like, I knew you were gonna compare me to Epstein. You know, I knew you were gonna take that angle. And we fed you information. We knew you were gonna bite. I don't really have a daughter. The mole, he works for me, bitch. You know, it's like, all right, you know. And then there's apparently proof that Kendrick, you know, like the mole is actually real, and Drake was just covering up. And he was like, oh no, he found out I have a daughter. Nope, mole. You know, like whatever, but. it's a fine song, you know. The fact that he took the Heart Part 6, you know, because Kendrick has the Heart Part whatever series, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of funny, but it's just not. Drake could have done better, you know, and like the fact that he's basically saying, I'm too rich to be a pedophile. Nuh-uh. Me being a pedophile? Nuh-uh. I have too much money. I'm too famous. That's so stupid, bro. Like, what the hell? You see how popular Kanye is, bro? And bro said he's a Nazi. You know, you see how popular OJ and R. Kelly were. Like that doesn't mean anything. Like, but it's like a stupid argument. Like I feel like this is Drake was just, you know, grasping at straws here, like they say. You know, like it was just he was just like I'm not a pedophile. Nuh-uh. You're wrong, Kendrick. Yep. Epstein? Nuh-uh. Millie Bobby Brown? Nuh-uh. Like, I don't know. It's just whatever. I like the beat, though, and his flow, but that's just about it. Alright, so, Kendrick Lamar versus Drake in the battle of the disses. Quite obvious, Kendrick is clearly the winner here. I feel like Kendrick just, and like, I don't even think it's because I have a bias against Kendrick. I think objectively, Kendrick just cooked Drake. You know, he has actual good points, and you know, I don't know. I just feel like Drake could have done better. I mean, it's been like what, like how long has it been since the Heart Part 6 dropped? It's been a couple of days. No response from Kendrick. You know, no further response from Drake. Apparently, they have more songs in the vault or whatever the heck. I don't know if that's like, you know, legit. But yeah, that's it. Kendrick is my GOAT. And he wins the rap beef.